All right, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakathum to you, hopefully elect out there, and just through the Spirit, back with another video. Just wanted to touch on um, dealing with this war in heaven that the scriptures talk about. All right. Now I was just inspired for the simple fact that it's like I'm trying to get some good lighting in here. The fact that they've been because one of the signs, one of the tall tale signs that we are in the end is the simple fact that the chariots would be revealing themselves more and more. They'd be showing themselves more and more. As a matter of fact, I'll get that to start off in Luke chapter 21, because you got Israelite camps that don't believe in the chariots, man, the so-called UFOs, and which that's something that's crucial, because the simple fact that those chariots, that's our ticket out of here, that's our way out of here. So the fact that you got Israelite camps that don't believe in the so-called UFOs, they don't believe in the chariots. Well, how are you expecting to escape the destruction? But nevertheless, like I said, that's one of the tall tale signs that we are in the end, and that Yahushua is getting ready to make his second return. The chariots revealing themselves more and more. So I'm gonna get this in Luke chapter 21. As a matter of fact, before I get that, I'm gonna get this in Acts chapter 1. Acts chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And this cloud talking about a chariot. All right, because the same way that Yahushua left the earth, he's coming back on the earth. All right. And when you read on, it goes on to say, and while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, talking about angels. It says, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? The same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So again, the same way that Yahushua left in a chariot, he's coming back on a chariot. Because again, the chariots, man, that's our ticket out of here. That's our key to salvation. How else are we going to escape the destruction that's going to take place, right? So going back to Luke 21 and 30, Luke chapter 21, I start at verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distresses of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. So all these blood moons and signs in the heavens and things of that nature. Again, because the elites, they see these things, and while everyone else is, because when these events take place, these lunar eclipses and things of that nature, you got people out here that actually they treat it like a picnic. They get the popcorn, and when you see these signs, I know a lot of times when I see blood moons and things of that nature, to me personally, I think that the Lord he's getting ready to do something. Judgment is getting ready to be. His judgment is getting ready to take place somewhere. While everyone else, they look at these signs like it's some picnic event, something to gaze at. When again, and that's far from the case. How about Shema Shai? These are again tall tale signs, and one of these tall tale signs in the heavens, again, being that these chariots making themselves they're revealing themselves more and more. And again, because the elites, they see these things and they tremble, because these signs, it represents their end. It represents their destruction. All right, our salvation, but to their destruction. So again, in verse 26, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And when they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory, because again, Yahushua, he's coming back in his full glory. As the scripture says, he's not coming to meet thee as a man. All right, because when Yahushua comes, he's coming to get busy. He's coming to wreak havoc. All right, and they at least know this. So, and that's why I had with the thumbnail of this video, with the Space Force logo, because again, at least they know this, and they're prepared for this. It's no coincidence why they created the Space Force in the first place. That's not a coincidence. Because as much as we desire to see certain things pertaining to the chariots and the signs of the heaven, I often think about when it comes to Esau with this technology, because they got the Hubble scope, the telescopes and things of that nature. They see Yahweh Shemashah allows them to see a lot of things. I wouldn't be surprised if they got the chance to actually witness or see the angels in detail, the chariots in detail. I wouldn't be surprised, if they see these things in great detail. Because again, the Lord be showing them stuff. The Lord definitely be showing them some things. And again, it's a fearful thing for them because it represents their destruction. But nevertheless, they know that Yahushua is coming back to invade this earth with the innumerable amount of angels that's going to accompany the Lord. Esau knows this. Esau knows Yahushua is coming back. So he's preparing. He's been preparing. He's getting ready for this great war in heaven, for this war in heaven that's going to take place. In verse 28, it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So going back to what I was saying about how the chariots, that's our ticket out of here. How else are we going to escape the nuclear destruction? How else are we going to, how else are we going to make it out of here? Other than those outside of those chariots, those so-called UFOs. So you see, again, these are part of the tall tale signs. The more and more we see these things, hey, our redemption, man, is drawing closer and closer. So with that being said, like I said, I was just inspired for the simple fact that there's been a series of events of these unidentified flying objects. Now, some speculated this to be more of these balloons from China, right? And come to find out, that's not the case. Come to find out, because hell, even China is starting to report on these unidentified flying objects, and they're even going as far as to say that they've been able to shoot some of these things down, which we should know that that's a lie, because when it comes to the chariots, man, those are angelic beings, entities, they're spiritual vehicles, man. You can't. There's nothing. Esau has no type of technology that's able to touch the angels and the chariots. Esau has no type of. He doesn't have anything to combat with the angels and the chariots, man. Absolutely nothing. You see, just like this whole thing with Area 51, where supposedly they got this this whole area where they supposedly shot this so-called UFO down, and there's supposed to be some place where they're experimenting or whatever. I haven't because before I came into the truth, I was heavy into these conspiracy theories, aliens, and things of that nature. I was heavy into that stuff. So I don't know what the narrative is nowadays, but like I said, Esau can't do anything in his power. He has no type of capability of shooting down these so-called UFOs, which are the chariots. All right. So that narrative off jump is just a complete lie. All right. But nevertheless, and the apostles have been saying this, all right, because and this has already been taking place over the years with these chariots. More and more, they've been revealing themselves, showing themselves to the point where people are, seeing these things outside their homes. All right. When they're shopping, they, just so happen to look up and there's chariots out there making themselves known. But it's going to get to a point where, again, the chariots are going to make themselves even more recognizable to the point where we're going to be able to see the chariots in detail, what the chariots actually look like. All right, we're going to be able to see them in detail. Because that was the case with one of these unidentified flying objects that they, I forgot where, because you had in some places like Alaska, that's where they said that they supposedly shot one of these things down, which again, that's they're speculating it to be one of these balloons, but again, turned out that's not the case. All right, and whatever these objects are, they're interfering with things like the communications and basically it's messing with Esau's equipment, it's messing with his technology and stuff like that. Because you had a sighting of one of these things, and someone actually recorded it. I forgot where it was, but you had one in like I said, they've seen them out there. China is reporting on these things. You have a sighting out there in Montana, one in Canada. All right. And I'm sure, as I do this, matter of fact, let me just see if I see anything else concerning these unidentified flying objects that have been popping up. See if I see anything else. So like one report here I got, it says pilots who shot down object over Alaska baffled because it interfered with sensors. So you see, like I said, these things is messing with Esau's stuff. It's messing with his technology. And again, they didn't shoot down no, you can't shoot down no chariot, man. So they're still trying to figure out, because I got another thing here. It says unidentified objects shot down over Canada and Alaska were both believed to be balloons carrying payloads. And again, it's coming to find it's turning out that that's not the case. Everyone thought that these were balloons, but that's not the case. So you got this report here. It says U.S. closes airspace over parts of Lake Michigan, right? Mystery still remains over airborne object over Montana. So there's a lot of reports on this right now. And I will say, because with Esau and his those that don't know about his Project Bluebeam, I encourage you to look into that, what that's about. Because Esau could be staging some type of event or whatever the case may be to bring in. Esau could be staging some event to justify him from bringing in some unjust decrees or something of that nature, or these could actually be chariots, angels So yeah, this is you know, this is the talk right now. All right, these unidentified flying objects that are popping up in different places. All right, and again, it had me just thinking about the war in heaven, because again, these chairs are more and more, they're going to show themselves, they're going to reveal themselves. All right, and it's causing Esau to panic, because again, he knows what that represents. It represents his destruction. All right, so again, this is why they've been preparing, they've been prepping. All right, because there is going to be a battle that takes place. All right, there is going to be a battle that takes place, and this is going to be a battle that Esau is not going to win by a long shot, man. It's going to be a very unfair fight, so to say, man. I always use the example of like putting when it comes to Yahushai versus Esau, man. It's going to be like putting a newborn baby in the ring with Mike Tyson. It's not going to be fair, man. It's not going to be fair whatsoever, But I'm going to get this. In 2nd Ezra chapter 13, the whole chapter, dealing with what's going to happen when Yahushua comes back with the angels, man. This whole chapter. But to get to the point, I'm going to go to verse 30. I'll start at verse 29, because again, when it comes to the chariots, that's our ticket out of here. That's our key to salvation. So in 2nd Ezra 13 and 29, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. Because as the Apostle Gabar often makes a statement about how to teach what we teach, and not only that, to believe it. All right, we have to have a level of sanity or insanity, because what's one of the things that may sound far-fetched that we teach and that we believe is that this world is going to be invaded by so-called UFOs. All right, and in those UFOs are so-called black men, angels. All right, and with that being said, they're going to be beaming up certain individuals, right? When World War III, because this is going to be in the heat of World War III. All right, this is going to be in the heat of World War III. Once all these nations, the kings of these different nations, push those nuke buttons, and once those missiles get flying, this is going to usher in the second coming of Yahushai, which is going to, from there, again, the earth is going to be invaded by Yahushai in the thousands upon thousands and thousands, and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of angels. And I always say, the angels, they're coming to do two things. All right, they're coming to seek and destroy. They're coming to seek out the elect. All right, as well as, because scriptures talk about how Yahushua, he's coming with fire himself, and part of that fire the Lord's coming with is the angels, man, shooting those laser beams and zapping people into obliterating people into nothing, like some shit that you seen out of World War Z, man, or what was it? Yeah, World War Z, or War of the Worlds. Yeah, War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. When the spaceship came from the ground and that thing started winding up, and then people got the sense at the last second that this, something ain't right. But it was too late, because once that machine started winding up and gearing up or whatever, all right, by the time people realized that it was too late, that thing started helping people, man. People started getting zapped. Well, that's what the angels are gonna. That's what the angels are coming to do. All right, they're gonna deliver the elect. All right, and they're gonna be issuing out fire of their own. You know, so it's gonna be like some shit straight out of a movie scene in 3D. You know, but again in verse 30 it says, "And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth." Because again, contrary to what everyone's been told, everyone's been taught, and what everyone for the most part believes is that the second coming of who they call Jesus, all right, he's going to come and give hugs and kisses to everyone and sing kumbayas. No, man, that's far from the case. Yahushua is coming back. He's coming back to get busy. He's coming back to make war. He's coming back to take these nations out of power. All right, it's going to be to the astonishment of everyone else, but to the elect, hey, to the hopeful elect, man, we're going to be giving praises to Yahweh Shem Shah, man. You know, because this is something that we can't wait. We can't wait, man. You know, we can't wait for this to go down, man. We can't wait for the Heavenly Father to send His only begotten Son to deliver us out of this hellhole, and you know, we can't wait for our redemption. We can't wait to see Yahushua come and take our enemies out of power, take our enemies that we can't wait for this stuff. So it's not going to be to our astonishment, but to the astonishment of everyone else. It says, verse 31, "And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another." All right, because you see, you're going to have the spiritual realm versus this realm, man, and Esau's carnality. You're gonna have the spiritual realm versus the physical realm, and again, that's gonna be a fight that's not gonna be fair whatsoever. You know, you see, you're gonna have the Yahushua and his angels fighting against Esau and his angels, so to say. You know, which leads me to this war in heaven. This is the war in heaven that's going to take place. That Esau knows is coming, despite the mockery that he makes, despite because they make these movies, and like I said, they make mockery, and another thing, they're always in these movies where the earth gets invaded by so-called aliens, right? You know, Esau always portrays himself the victor at the end, right? But that's not going to be the case. All right, that's not going to be the case. And like I said, despite what he tells the people and what he pushes out there, and he might have people thinking that it's a joke or whatnot, but Esau knows this is deadly serious, and Esau knows this is coming. He knows this is right around the corner. So, this is what they're preparing for. This is what they're getting ready for. This is what they're girding up for. Again, it's no coincidence they created this whole space force. They know Yahushua is coming with the angels, man. And this earth is going to get invaded. Esau knows this. So going to Revelation 12 and 7. "And there was war in heaven." Yeah, because Esau, he has all his satellites and things out there. Yahushua is going to brush through all that shit, man. In the so-called outer space. Because again, Esau, he's watching. They got their telescopes. Esau's watching. Right? It says, "Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels." So you see, all right, again, the spiritual realm versus the physical realm. Michael and all the angels are gonna, come after the steed of Yahushua, and they're gonna be getting busy, putting in work against the dragon, right? Esau, man, the so-called white man. This is that war in heaven that's going to be taking place. It's not going to be it's not going to be some battle between Michael the archangel and Satan. No, man, that's not what this is talking about. It says, "And prevail not, neither was there a place found any more in heaven." Because again, this is going to be a very this fight is not going to be fair whatsoever, man. Like I said, putting a newborn baby in the ring with Mike Tyson, it's just not fair. But that's what's going to take place. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai allowed Esau to get to a point with his technology to where he's puffed up, he's proud. He actually thinks the Lord has this man deceived into thinking that he actually has a chance to fight Yahushai and the angels. Esau actually thinks he has a chance because he's puffed up and he's proud. He's proud, man. You know, but like I said, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. So again, go back, read that second Esdras 13, man. It's not going to be a fair fight whatsoever. You know, hey, Yahushua's not going to lift up sword. When you read in second Esdras 13, he's not going to lift up a sword or anything, man. It's just going to. Hey, listen, hey, when Yahushua comes, when Yahushua does come, he's going to when Yahushua comes, Esau, he's not going to want to fight, and the other nations, because it's not going to be just Esau. It's going to be the other nations as well. Because again, this is going to be the midst of World War III. The nations, they're going to be fighting one another, and then, like I said, in the heat of the battle, when the nukes start flying, all right, when Yahushua comes and cracks those clouds, these nations, they're going to stop fighting each other, and they're going to all attention is going to be on Yahushua, and they're going to try to fight against Yahushua. Yahushua is going to blow these cats out the water, man. Without effort, without breaking a sweat. You know, this is that great war in heaven that Esau knows. Again, like I said, as much as he tries to paint this narrative that, you know, he makes mockery, and, you know, he has these people thinking that it's a joke, and, you know, it's whatever. But Esau knows this earth is going to get invaded by Yahushua, so-called black men, and all the angels, man. Esau knows this, and he's preparing for it. He's girding up, you know. And they, again, the angels, more and more, they're showing themselves, they're revealing themselves, because you have all type of reports of these, you know, chariots intercepting missiles and, you know, interfering with Esau's shit, man. Entering into their, you know, bypassing the defense systems and just shutting off them, you know, shutting systems down. It's just, you know, the angels be fucking with Esau. They'd be fucking with him. You know, the angels they be torn with Esau and his military, man. You see? So Esau knows, man. Esau knows what's coming. He knows what's down the pipe. He knows what's coming down the pipe, man. But he's not going to prevail whatsoever. It's not going to be a fair fight whatsoever. You know? But, you know, Lord wanted this was edifying. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Double honor to the apostles and others of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashim Shai, Barakatam to you, hopefully elect. Until next time, Lord willing, Shalom.